Alright, so I'm just gonna go and react to this video on why arena tower defense is bad. I mean, dang it, like posted like 1 day ago or something. I mean, watch me make a reaction video of this. True. Finally, who has the same problems in the head as me? I agree a lot of the opinion. We disagree with this and it not being hard enough. Just help us. Splash damage, it does. Bomber over Kitu 2. Stats wise, screw you, honestly. I don't think you're gonna swear in this video. How? Anyway, so let's just look at this video and let's see what are the opinions.
You guys were talking about why arena tower defense optimization is garbage. Did I say optimization? Why arena tower defense balance is stupid is. So, yeah, this is gonna be one of my last arena tower defense videos for a while because arena's dead.
Hang on, let me just say it back to the front because volume.
You guys were talking about why arena tower defense optimization is garbage. Did I say optimization? Why arena tower defense balance is stupid is. So, yeah, this is gonna be one of my last arena tower defense videos for a while because arena's deader than, I don't know. Deader than dead. But
I mean, I guess he's talking about the update frequency because like updates, it's like not just updates actually. I think like even though the updates like now is like kinda like a bit more frequent, it's not as much. So like you just complete it, done. What do? Nothing. So yeah, but like I have nothing to say about it other than the fact that yeah, it's kind of dead. But I mean, there's still some people playing it, so.
But can someone explain to me why there's like overabundant, like half of the towers in the game are ruby towers, and you got freaking hybrid with like 6 towers, and then you got freaking amethyst. And I'd like to note that none of these towers have classification. I need to play my video. I'm deleting the channel. I'm just joking. Why do these towers have no buffs? But then you go over here to Ruby side. You can form Kit Story. You can have Ruby Queen buff. You can have the Sergeant buff. I'm considering it a buff. Then you got the Blood Sacrifice from what the frick, Cassie?
Okay, firstly, Cassie's buff, I believe the blood loan where it times 2 damage for like 6 seconds, but stuns for a while after that. That one is like it buffs all towers. Dang it! I think if I remember correctly, it buffs all towers. I could actually check the wiki after this, but all I know is that it just buffs every single tower. It just makes those towers like not attack for like a few seconds before being able to attack normally again. Secondly, like you have to understand, like I understand that you're saying that rubies have like all those buffs, damage buffs, all this stuff under them, but Jesus Christ, someone message me. But like I understand where you're coming from, but like it's like easy categorization on what towers are. So basically, like if you look at all these towers here, Cassie is kind of Vera, Sergeant, Gunner, all those towers. Okay, so what the main purpose of Ruby is that it deals damage. That's the main point. They do loads of damage, they do insane damage so that they could deal the boss very well, normal damage stuff. And then here you are with this amethyst over here is basically that's not amethyst, those are hybrids, sorry. Those hybrids, actually let me talk about amethyst first. Amethyst is more of like buffing towers, like either 2 things. Number 1, buffing towers, or number 2, literally just like affecting the enemies in some sort of way. The only exception to that, which is Fire Mage, which is Ruby, but technically deals a good amount of damage at max level. So and the only exception to this for the amethyst is Sniper, where like it's Sniper and Accelerator, Where a sniper basically is just a starter tower and needs to do some damage, like nothing like out of the ordinary. And for accelerator, it's meant to have a unique mechanic where like you just connect beams from two towers. So it's more of like a technical side, but it's also of a support side. So yeah, that's part of it. And hybrid is just like a mix of both. Like you have some support like farm, hitman, technically magician with the removability of the sorry, my throat sounds so dead. The ability to remove the hidden detection from tower from enemies, and ice cat with the brittle. And then you have towers which can deal damage, like good amount of damage, like tag. Tag is like one of the useful towers for master mode, so definitely use that. Arteris, boom boom, no need to say further. And then we have Reaper. Basically, Reaper is Reaper is like powerhouse. Powerhouse, that's one word for it. It's kind of a powerhouse. Like you generally use it for like wave 80 around there, so that you could build the support into wave 100, which can still deal good amount of damage actually. And yeah, I talk too much, way too much. It's been 6.5 minutes in video and it's only 47 seconds. This is not good.
Have no buffs, but then you go over here to Ruby and Beacon or starter tower, of course not. And you could argue, oh wait, Alien and Beacon, no, because like it can buff old Alien and Beacon, no, because like it can buff all the towers. Oh,
that's true, but like the main point of Amethyst is to like buff all towers. That's literally like part of the main point. The main point of Amethyst is to be technical. So yeah, Ruby is meant to like deal damage, and in all deal damage, you have to make sure that Ruby can do a good amount of damage. Some of them not, some of them yes. Kind of depends.
All the towers. Do you see Ruby towers getting affected by Ruby Queen's buff, Cassie's buff? But yeah, you could argue. There it is. Vivi's buff to
Vivi.
Artillerish, but like that's one tower. What?
That's one tower. No, I mean yeah, that's true, but you also forgotten something. Rika not only can buff the fire mage, but also can buff wizard. How do I know this? I have no idea.
There's bomber, but they're also Ruby, so that doesn't matter. Can someone tell me why farms can be buffed by Beacon?
Increase in all. Okay, this for some reason leads me to this logic. So if you have attack speed, you're gonna work faster, and if you work faster, you work overtime. Work overtime, more money. Economics. Learn economics, kids. I do not study it.
And Alien? How is any more players supposed to find that out?
They aren't. Like you see, games usually start off with the fact that like you just start them off, teach them the basics. Oh my god, I actually shot so loud. I just realized if you guys get ear raid, blame him on this. So like, here's the thing. Like, if you start the game, like okay, take Bee Swarm for example. Okay, Bee Swarm Simulator. You have all those turpentine, the blender, the cloud vials, all this stuff. But do they teach you that at the beginning? No. Why? It's a mechanic which they're supposed to learn as they play along the game. Same thing, Arena Tower Defense. If you give them all the information, if you give them what they can do right at the start, they're going to be overwhelmed. They are not going to play the game because, like, yeah, they don't play the game without that much information, but, like, you want them to start off simple, okay? And once you start off simple, oh shit, I just hit the MacBook screen, oh god. And if you start off simple, then they will learn how to play a game, and slowly but surely they're gonna learn about different mechanics of the game, and then they will play normally where they can advance to higher stages where they learn. Simple as that. And throughout the video which I saw last time, like when I first saw the video, like he complains about the fact that the events are way too hard, especially for a normal player, and that may be true, but however, it's basically the same as Bee Swarm. Like, you're gonna say that the stuff is hard. Like getting this much pollen is hard. Yeah, true. But it all takes the dedication to grind in B Storm Simulator or in ATD. Learn how to play the game so that once you learn how to play the game, you are able to beat it without that much skill needed. You get what I mean? I mean, yeah, sure. People may hate on the fact that like, oh, this ain't good. You aren't supposed to see that. I may delete this. So like, yeah, sure. People may say that they have the same problem. Some of those problems may be the same. Bounce Carolina instead of 80k health went to 60. Nah, dude, nah. I don't think so. When SCP down, that's so random. Poor Apple Amethyst is okay. But I got distracted. So basically like what happens is the fact that like you're gonna need to start off simple. That's the nutshell.
How is any normal player supposed to find out that, oh, something that is mechanical can buff something that is land-based? Like, yeah. And then you got Alien, which is by chance with the splash, and that's just annoying, because that is not beginner-friendly. Who the freak is gonna decide to put a beacon next to your farm? I know there's...
Here's the thing. I kind of briefly said it, like, how it works, like, all those stuff, and why the game is kind of complex, and how they are not supposed to know. But there's actually one way to know this. Like, if you, like, okay, I know people may not read it, but if you actually bother reading it, the quotes every single time you load a game, there's always a random quote. But there's one quote which says that you can actually buff the farms using a beacon. And it's especially good when you beacon boost it because it can multiply it by like 200 times. Which is a huge deal actually. Like it makes things so much easier. Like look at my farm look at the farm statistics video I made, like free cloud, and also dang its video reaction on that Lamau. But yeah, you're supposed to, yeah, in a nutshell, beacon good for your farm. Literally good. Don't use it in master mode, you're gonna suffer. Don't use it in apocalypse, you're also gonna suffer. It doesn't even help. And what else? Alright, alien. So alien splash damage, how is it supposed to be beginner friendly? It isn't. Dang it. Like, okay, not every tower is meant to be beginner friendly. Okay? Like some towers are meant to be end game based, some towers are meant to be early game based. And by early game I mean the progression of skill level on how players should use it. So like for example, Sergeant, Sniper, Teresa, good beginner friendly towers, okay? Then you have Magician, Artillerist, Wizard, good beginner friendly towers because it deals a good amount of damage, it can help a lot. And when you get to mid game is more of like where a bit of technical stuff in, like farm, Vivi, Hayaka not really as good really. Maybe even Cassie if you consider using it from Double Master? Question mark. And then there's, I mean, it depends on what you play, but don't use Cassie from that really. And then for what I call end game, where it's a high advanced gameplay, you're gonna use stuff like Wizard because good early game. Literally, I could use Sergeant if I want to, actually. And like, you can also use Gunner, Ruby Queen, Fire Mage, Bomber, Beacon, Farm, Mela generally very good. Teresa if for winter events or any events with stun, maybe even summer event like that. Yup. So yeah, that basically like categorize some of the towers for each of the categories on beginner friendly, mid game friendly, and late game friendly.
Wiki, but let's get real, no one reads that.
I read that.
No, I'm just kidding. Then you have Rick Astley.
I take that back. You say just kidding. Well, I mean, Wiki is always a good place to search, okay? Like, if you're confused about something, like, you need to look at something, just check the Wiki. I mean, yeah, some of the information may be inaccurate, but I looked through it. Most of the information is accurate. Shout out to eNews, actually, and the entire Wiki chat team. I want to be a Wiki chat someday. I want to be them when I grow up.
In here. And, could someone tell me why?
Holy shit, it's been 15 minutes in the video and I only covered 2.5. Oh no.
Making money in this game sucks.
It does not suck. I mean, like, it's basically like, if you actually think about it, everything, like most parts of mechanics in ATD is the same as BT6. Like, for example, Mela, Benjamin, the shooting mechanic of Mela, Sniper, 030, the ricochet, and yeah, and so on. And basically, like for the farming mechanic, it's basically somewhat similar to TDS. Like, if you think about it, it's more of like you start off slow, then when you start getting higher level farms with more of it, that's when you have the full potential and beacon.
Can someone tell me why?
Oh yeah, Hitman sucks.
No. I'm getting sick and tired of these I don't know, like there's so many people in the Re-Entire Defense Discord like, oh, it's unbalanced, your farming gets weak. No, Billy, like, it's not that deep. In fact, Billy just need to rework the entire game at this rate. I stated multiple reasons why. And can someone tell me why every tower has Pierce or Splash damage?
I mean, the only reason why I could see Gunner having the splash damage, I know he's gonna say about Gunner, really, because I watched a video and obviously it doesn't make sense at first, but it's because canonically lore in game, he has the power of the Phoenix, okay? If you have the power of Phoenix, you have some Pierce, I mean, you're gonna gain special powers, okay? So, just want to clear that out of the way. Of course, it doesn't make sense. Yes, it doesn't make sense, but you can't complain about everything in life. I mean, if you're just gonna keep complaining, nothing will be progress. Like, yeah, sure, Billy has heard dang it many times, but come on, give Billy a break once in a while. He's a solo developer. I think Daniel said it before. He has exams. Yeah, he has exams. I have exams as well. Okay, I just did one today. Not that bad. So yeah, also 42 likes. Oh, not bad. Maybe I could learn a tip from him someday.
It could make sense on Sarisa, maybe. Because ricocheting arrows, yeah, that could be real. But it's probably not, because arrows usually go inside of you. But yeah, like, let's get real, guys. At this way, anything. And can someone tell me why? Where's the towers? Someone tell me why Sergeant, Sarisa, and Railgun are not Sniper, because it holds the dumb railgun. Not dumb, I don't know why. But it holds a railgun. As you can see, a Re-Entire Defense player base, it holds a railgun.
To be honest, it's up to Billy whether he wants to rename it the Railgunner. But if he renames the Railgunner, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I would be too used to calling it a Sniper anyways. But like, yeah, it may be a digital, it may be a sci-fi version of a sniper rifle. Hey, you wouldn't know. It's probably like years in the future. That's why there's the Tesla gunner. Oh wait, that's probably another mission. What about Vera? Have you seen anyone making Phoenix powered turrets? I don't know. I can ask you that.
This is not a sniper. Like, why can a quote-unquote wait, what? What?
Oh yeah. Okay, when Billy released the update on the Teresa, for some reason it kind of lagged, and it's on every map. The sprite is on every map. So yeah, I think it's on every map. It should be on every map actually. So yeah, funny.
No, not even 5 minutes, dude. You can literally just get Sarisa in like 2 seconds. As you can see by my video, how I...
You could literally get Teresa if you bother using a code, which you know, but I bet people wouldn't research much on it. Or maybe they do, I don't know. I would search it up, but I don't know. Maybe people would. I don't know, actually.
The Re-Entire Defense at level 0, you could...
Yep, definitely possible. 100% possible. Though I'm actually thinking about scrapping Teresa off and do it as a true level 0.
See, the proof is right there. I made a new account, level 0. And yeah, this is balance. And if you're wondering why the buff towers is balanced under the balancing, because like literally you're biasing like less than 9 towers. Half of the towers are unusable. Not half. Like I don't know, like a couple of.
I could imagine every single tower which can be used in a way. I mean, they're all usable. Cassie, literally for endgame. Vera, literally very OP for master mode. I mean, you could literally beat every single map in master mode except for Ancient Dunes, which technically early game is not possible. Sergeant, very good for helping out with master modes, especially for expert maps. Gunner, no need to say. Pyro, RNG. That's all I have to say. It's kind of RNG for me. I hate it. That's why I don't use it, because I don't use it for master mode because of the RNG shooting sometimes. Vivi, literally just for back pain. Vandy's trio can help out with that, I guess. Ruby Queen, Kitsu2, Bomber, not bad. Wave 60 defense for Carolina Reaper. Swordsman, literally good for literally can be good for a bit of early game in events. Fire Mage, Kitsu2, Rika. Good for World Leader Reunion. World Leader Union.
The towers here are just useless and we'll never see the light of day ever
Not true.
again. But like, you're literally biasing like anything. And also about the splash damage / pierce. How does splash deal 65 splash damage?
I'm gonna skip it because he literally is mentioning about the gunner having splash damage, and I already said it. Phoenix powered Superman here.
Damage. General scan. Hey gun. Go into sandbox mode. Max out a regular gunner. That is the P90. It shoots bullets, and it would make
P90 bullets, which can be powered by the Phoenix.
sense. It wouldn't make any sense. See, it's Pierce. Why does this have splash? It shouldn't. To make the someone who's certain aspects of it is easier said than done. But seriously, Billy B puts in so much time and effort into events. We'll talk about that later. And not actually balancing out the game.
Not that true. I mean, recently he made a survey whether you use the towers that often, and is actually currently working on reworking some of the towers actually. And also, it is true that he's working on events. He's always trying to find new ways to make events special. Like for example, recently for winter event, he has past bosses spawning on every 20 waves, and meanwhile for the first boss is the current boss for the map, which is wave 40, then wave 50 is one of the past bosses from the stage 1, 2 or 3, and so on. 60 normal, 70 RNG, 80 normal, all the way to 100 which is normal.
I think this time, December, October has long passed. Now Billy B can focus on community events and actual
exams. Like, you could literally check the Discord. Also join ATD Discord, by the way. It's actually not that bad. I mean, don't look at general arena chat. Suggestions is chaos. But honestly, you could just use it for patch notes. It's not that bad actually. You could actually scroll through, look at statistics, know what you're dealing with. That's how you get good, honestly.
updates. But Billy B currently seems more focused on Carolina Reaper, new game mode, whatever, or Ghost Pepper Challenge, new game mode, and community challenges, and not working on balance because that's kind of really unfair if you ask me. Because
I mean, you're supposed to make games stand out from each other. If you make the game I think it's somewhat mentioned in the from the farming video, but if you're gonna make it the same. Oh wait, I remember now. There's also part of Dang It suggestion in it, but there's one person who made a suggestions post who said that they should buff the farm income, but make it so that it has a placement limit. Now that is literally just TDS idea, and if you want to make it different from other games, you need to make it something so you can differentiate yourself. For TDS, is definitely the fact that you can have OP farms at the beginning, but obviously with the placement limit of 8, I played before, and so you want to make it special.
I feel like this game needs to go through something TDS went through, a entity update to really fix all the bugs, but in this case it's actually balanced, then release those features like community challenges, etc. But I don't think that's going to change because Billy B is already halfway into the community challenges things. I'll be streaming when it comes out, but I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. But like, how? Like, why does like everything have splash? And we're gonna talk events right now. Actually, why can Reaper be allowed in events?
Okay, simple as that. Reaper has been nerfed greatly. Okay, Reaper has been nerfed greatly. Yeah, sure. One level 4 Reaper can solo the wave 60 ball, sure, but like, if you actually think about it, it's actually kind of a bit weaker than before. If you actually use the old Reaper, bro, it's too overpowered. It's gonna get banned all over again, and yeah.
Like, I guess that you can just quote unquote justifiable. It's justifiable because events are harder, but like, why do we, like us as a player base, have to wait for an event for a challenge? Like, why do we have to wait for a challenge in the thing? Like,
that's why he's creating community challenges. Like, there may be some community challenge which may be interesting and people may use it, and this is a good idea for him to use it, even though it's from BT6, to be honest.
In the game, like, can Master Mode actually pose a challenge? Can Grandmaster pose a challenge?
Honestly, Grandmaster can pose a challenge. Like, I'm actually still studying on Grandmaster just to see like how do I can beat every single map in it, because it's possible to beat every single map in Grandmaster, but I'm still studying it. Tar, don't kill me.
I literally beat Grandmaster with like 5 towers. No, like, yeah, if you count Beacon as being a tower, I beat Grandmaster with whatever you call it, 5 towers. You can go watch the strategy if you want to see proof, but like I did. And yeah, Reaper shouldn't be allowed in events. It should go back to a stable place where it's not just gunner spam. You have to have bombers, and sometimes you have to have ice cap for what's it called? Brittle? I don't think the brittle actually helps at all, but like
brittle actually helps a lot. It's just that it takes time because the brittle needs to increase so that when the brittle increase, then the boss will be more weaker, which will then soon make it as useful as alien. In fact, this is why Uchu's Carolina Reaper solo strat, instead of using alien now, it starts using ice cat instead. Last time I checked.
I don't know. I don't use ice cat.
Use it more often and you'll figure it out.
I don't know, but your early defense could be artillerish instead of the damn wizard meta. There's no reason to use this tower or that tower or like any other tower for early defense. There's no reason, because you're losing out on DPS because you could have wizard.
I could just use artillerish for like one Carolina Reaper match and upload a video on it. It'll be quite funny. That does mean no Kitsu too, but it'll be quite funny.
So stupid to see in events that you can literally win early. There's no challenge to early defense if you have wizard.
Oh, I have a lot to say about that. That's when you're so wrong, dang it. That's when you're so wrong. You see, if you try to actually, maybe when you have multiple people, it'll be way easier. That's because you have a lot more income. But when you actually put it solo, then that means that it will be way harder because you have to have the right balance between farming and wizard. This is why Tart is actually one of the greatest ATD players ever, if not the best, because he is able to find a way where you are able to balance between farming and defense, which is honestly amazing. Actually, I actually wish I have that skill. It's hard. Please teach me. I want tuition lessons for this.
I could literally go through every event and you can see Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper are in events before anyone says. But if you look, there's no reason to fear. There's no reason to fear.
Again, there is reason to fear.
Your early defense because first the enemies they have the same HP for mostly the entire game.
True.
I do know the enemies do gain more HP per wave, but it doesn't help because they all have the gunner. Every tower, in fact, has splash damage. It doesn't matter. See, for towers like artillery should make sense, but stuff like gunner doesn't. It just doesn't make sense to ban Reaper but have more fair events. See, the winter event was it's like a double-edged sword. You could say, it's there's 2 easier modes for the for the masses, for the regular player. Then there's 3 and 4 for the pro players that really want to play.
That's the point, because like when you want to make events, you have to make it inclusive. Like, yeah, sure, you need to make it easy, but you also have to find a way which to make it hard. So yeah, I mean, I find it honestly a good event. Like, you have a balance of easy mode and hard mode.
That's not how you run a game.
Dang it, that's exactly how you should run a game. Like, okay, if you have a game where it's way too easy, no one's gonna play it. If you have a game which is all hard, no one's gonna play it. You need to find the right balance, okay? You need to find the right balance. You need to make it so that when people join, they can have some rewards, but at the same time, you need to make it so that there's a challenge for you to play.
If you want a whole event should be fun for everyone, and especially when the best way to beat a grind EP is winning stage 4.
You could literally just keep losing all again and again and again if you get demotivated by that. Just let you know, if you keep getting demotivated by the fact that you keep losing, just so you know that every single loss is one step closer, and when that adds up, you're gonna be so happy that you could get the final skin, and all the dedication is worth. Unless you don't want the skins, then okay, just don't get the skins, just get the reward. I mean, the stats are cool actually.
The event should be fair. Okay, so I'm going to talk about testers of the game, but the testers arena, I said this before, I'll say it again, are really unfair, and they really need to hire more testers that are actually fair and down to earth. But like, a whole event should be fair for anyone. They should.
It is fair actually. This event, honestly, the winter event is quite fair. I actually applaud Billy for using this technique of using 4 different stages, each being having difficulties: basic, intermediate, advanced, expert. I kind of like it, honestly. I love it. Except for the map part though. I mean, absolute is like easier, way easy. It's like easier than Crystal Mine. Crystal Mine is by far one of the hardest maps to be in master mode.
Ditch the standard of having 2 modes, or sometimes 4 now, and having a boss on wave 40, wave etc. It is so stupid to see that Arena Tower Defense is combined in a box. Like, you shouldn't combine yourself in a box where there's a standard for events. You should expand events, like TDS. The TDS is the best. Okay, real talk.
And he did. I mean, literally, have you not? Honestly, dang it, I respect you for being a good YouTuber, but there are some things you need to think about. Like, yeah, sure, I bet you did your research. Have you researched about the fact that Halloween event? Yeah, sure, it spawns every 20 waves as from wave 40 onwards. But have you ever considered the fact that when it's Carolina Reaper, it's just one boss, but for Halloween event, for example, it literally has 3 different bosses chosen by RNG itself. That's something you do not see in Carolina Reaper. That's what makes it special. Winter event, oh my gosh, I love stage 4, honestly. Stage 4 is actually my favorite. Not because it's hard, but actually it's partly because it's hard and challenging, but it's also due to the fact on this uniqueness. Instead of every 20 waves, it's every 10 waves, and it still has the same vibe of the Halloween event where it's RNG, except it's every 50, 70, and 90. I love it actually. And it's there again.
Guys, TDS is a better game. I can make a whole video if you want. If you guys want to see that, why TDS is better than Arena, leave a comment down below. I'll actually do it one day.
Honestly, I actually want to see why is it better, and then we can compare and contrast and see whether it's actually better or not. I mean, it may be better, it may not be, but yeah.
But yeah. There's way more difference in TDS events than Arena. Arena follows some simple context or context, or what. Wait, why can't I jump in free cam? Okay.
That's what you can do, goddammit.
Hey, buddy. But Arena Tower Defense goes by this standard of 4 or 2 game modes. Beat the first one, unlock the second one. I know the community thing existed for stage 4, but let's get real, nobody cared about that, and that could be easily exploited by beating stage 1 for the winter event.
Fair enough.
So it's not that deep. It is not that deep, guys.
Wait, hang on, wait.
Okay,
wait,
buddy.
hang on, wait. What you say?
Tower Defense, like goes by this like standard of 4 or 2 game modes. Beat the first one, unlock the second one. I know the community thing existed for Stage 4, but let's get real, nobody cared about that, and that could be easily exploited by beating Stage 1 for the winter event. So it's not that deep. It is not that deep, guys. There's just so much about this game that like really sucks. So yeah, there's not much to say after this, but the testers, yeah. See, the testers are like level 500. Like these guys have.
Okay, let me talk about Tesla for 1 second. First of all, Uju is literally level. It's not even on the leaderboard. Uju is like one of the early days best track maker, and by early game I mean the introduction of Caroline Reaper and so on. Tar, literally, we got into the recent leaderboard quite recently, I guess. Sky, literally the top player of all time in levels, number 1, 2000 levels. The motivation keep grinding. It's just never ending. So good for him. Vin, good. Clay, good. Clay, I don't play with him nowadays, honestly. I don't talk to him anymore. What else? Real. Yeah, but okay. The testers is interesting because yes, they're doing their job still actually. Let's try to make it balanced in a way, make it difficult as well. They can understand difficulty, but at the same time there are some taste testers which actually don't play the game anymore. So that's interesting. Maybe honestly on the part where he says that the testers need to be replace the testers. While I do not agree that some of the testers shouldn't even be replaced. I may be biased because I'm friends with some of them. I know them, but on a general note, there are actually testers who actually play the game, know what the difficulties, know what can be exploited, and how to improve on it. Did he change his profile username to Yu? Oh, sounds familiar. Anyways, and basically on the fact that some people don't play anymore, so maybe replace those, or if maybe they're already good, maybe they still have the role in the squad but don't have an ATD. I don't know, but I never get to know their Roblox profile, but yeah, it may be true. I say it's partially true for the testers part though.
Tons of experience. They know all the tricks and knacks and whatever they do.
And yet you still complain about the fact that they have a lot of skill. And with that skill, you are able to differentiate what is borderline impossible and what is way too easy for it to be even that level stage. There's a reason why stage 4 is hard, okay? And stage 4 is hard is because people lag a lot. Okay, there's a lot of lag issues. I mean, a lot of work has been put into the event, definitely. And on this note though, what was I saying again? Alright, testers, the level. Alright, okay, so sure, the interview event may be laggy, but honestly, it's sad to hear that people are unable to play the event well because of it, but in the end of the day, the strategy is searchable on YouTube. People use Google Docs for it. Why do you use my docs? Yeah, I'm not going to do docs anymore, and I guess that's all I have to say. I don't know how to say.
In the game, but they really don't know. See, it's something I experienced. There's a difficulty curve. For Master Mode and Grandmaster, easy, can be clapped. Then you go to events like Stage 4, what the heck is that? What? What is that difficulty increase? It's not optional for Kid Story. You need Kid Story to win. You need Reaper to win.
Watch my ATD video on Stage 4, but with 3 players. Tell me whether Kid Story 2 is needed, and then we talk. Then we talk.
There isn't an optional or alternative way to win without those things. You lose. You're just taking L's if you just don't do what it's these stupid secret. Because Kid Story is not really well known if you are.
again, I mentioned the fact they start with basic mechanics, and then soon when you play a game, you'll learn your stuff, and then you'll understand the stuff, use it more often, be able to apply it. That's how school works actually. Like, dang it, I don't understand. Like, I see the school system and a game system ATD. In fact, most of games actually the same. Like, you learn stuff, learn the basic stuff. You start learning 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10, and then soon you expand to 20, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, so on. Like, I do not see the issue that much. Dang it.
Newbie player. Same with farming with Beacon. That is not beginner friendly, and
That's why it's not shown in the beginning.
I know events like, yeah, there should be a level curve or whatever, but
Honestly, the level curve isn't that bad. I mean, I say level 1 is too easy it's very easy, literally. Stage 1 is very easy. Stage 2, a bit of not that much of a challenge, but like that, I can see some of the difficulties. Stage 3 is like hard mode. It's not that hard, but to me it's not that hard, but it's hard enough for it to be like stage 3, and I find it good. Stage 4, perfect mode as the final boss. Like, final boss is always about giving your A game, A game, yeah.
why the freak do you need Reaper, Gunner, Kid Story? Like, it's so stupid to see that knowledge. And the testers, they are pros. They know all the nicks, nannies, whatever, like Kid Story, whatever, and there's just nothing. There's nothing, man. There's nothing else for the testers. They're like, oh, this is actually easy. And most of the testers, they just see how to beat the event, and they don't say much about it, I'm pretty sure. Because
I mean, like, I never confirmed the testers. Maybe I could just, like, find a way to talk with them about it. I'm maybe not, because some of the stuff is kept confidential for future events, other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny the fact that testers are like this. But I can guarantee some of the testers are not like this.
Stage 4, holy moly, dude. The difficulty from Stage 2 to 3 was like, what the heck? Like, honestly, I give Arena so much of my feedback, and all of you guys agree. Like, someone once told me in Arena Tower Defense Discord hates me for some reason. I don't know, man. It's
because of the fact that, like, I think it's because of the fact that, like, you do not, like, people do not see the same thing as you. Like, yeah, sure, I may be giving my opinions now, I'm sharing my information right now, but, like, honestly, some of the things, I think it needs to be clear for you. Like, like, if you actually play the game and think about it, like, it's actually kind of balanced in a way. Like, yeah, sure, the towers may not be balanced, but every tower is meant to be unique in a way where it can be used in a way, Like, I could think of many things. I could think of a lot of things which those towers can be used for, actually. So, yeah.
it's somewhere I don't want to go, but, like, yeah, the return defense is like, you only make these videos so you could have your fans just agree with me. You guys generally agree with me, unless you don't. I feel like this is something we could all agree on. Like, it's not just a me and then you guys agree because, oh crap, I'm the YouTuber. No, we could all agree on this dumb balance. Like, Master Mode with starter towers, such unbalanced. And
honestly, Master Mode isn't meant to be much of a challenge because you're actually playing an easy map. Try Desert Master Mode Stratless. I can guarantee you're gonna lose early game if you do not know what you're doing. And don't even think about searching up the video on my strat. If you have seen it, don't try it again and say that you did it stratless. Because number 1, you're literally lying. You literally search up a strat for it. Number 2, you're literally not even doing a stratless. Like, stratless is when you go in, no plan in mind. You just do things as you go on. That's it. That's what I did. And also a bit of adaptations along the way, really. So, yeah.
You have bias of, like, buffing towers and stuff.
Not biased, actually. It's kind of okay, I guess.
That's just stupid, yeah. And yes, and the testers don't do much to improve the game. From what I've seen, no. I mean, Master Mode hasn't changed. And the testers are really brought in for these, like, simple modes like Master Mode, hard mode or whatever. There's no suggestions on how to fix them, etc., etc.
Because there is no need to change it. Like, the normal modes are meant to be easy in a way where, okay, actually, like, to be honest, the normal game modes actually, like, winter event, actually, like, you have the easy maps where it's quite easy, intermediate maps where it's a bit of challenge, hard maps where it's a bit somewhat of a challenge, especially for On the Grave. That one should be expert, to be honest. And expert maps where it's actually a challenge and it takes a lot of dedication to actually beat it, except for Dead Congestion. That one is just what the heck. I mean, it should be a hard map, to be honest.
I'm not a tester, by the way. I don't know how hard it is to be a dev. So
I can think of many things which is hard. Number one, the coding. Number two, the troubleshooting. I mean, coding is actually very difficult. Like, if people bother learning coding before, if people say coding is easy, it's because they are coder themselves. That's one. Or number two, they actually don't know what coding is like. I mean, if you have like if you accidentally hit one more key, oh, that's too bad. It may entirely break the game or something. Literally. Like, that's how much a code can impact. And that's how much that one key has an impact on.
So take everything I say with a grain of salt, but
Oh, I do take it with a grain of salt, actually.
Like, the testers, I don't see them helping the game much, and I'm gonna get real, they don't help the game much. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.
I do enjoy this, actually. Honestly, dang it, if you, I would like to see you make a video on why TDS is better, and I would like to have a full explanation, detail by detail, on why is it better. I want to know why. I mean, obviously, I don't play TDS as much as you. You don't play ATD as much as me, but honestly speaking, I would like to hear a video of it. Also, this is like a 50-minute video already. Oh my gosh. If you want to listen to the entire thing, seriously, thank you for watching the entire thing, literally. I mean, I have a lot of things to say. I mean, I literally made a reaction video on a video 3 times longer than that. 3 times. That's how much I would like to say on this, actually, and how much of out of context I actually went to. Probably a bit. That's one of them. So yeah, that's all. So yeah, see ya. Get out. Watch something else or something.